Yes, 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 yes. CrossYAAS Podcast, which is Marisol and Billy.
Ooh, we're showing a little bit of midriff.
A little bit.
Just a little.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the CrossYAAS Podcast, a podcast that says yes to cross-dressing, sexuality, and gender. I'm your trans woman host, Billy. It's been a while, depending on what you've listened to last, I guess, or whatever comes to be your way. Anyway, enough about my stupid rambling. Because really, I'm here and you're here and our special guest is here because Sophie would like to introduce themselves and share some of their story or continued story because you may know her.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, Sophie, if you would
Billy.
like to continue.
Love and hugs. First of all, thank you for having me again. This is our second run. Well, we did talk a couple times over the phone before this, but this is officially the second CrossYAAS chat. So thanks for having me.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that they may have known people in the CrossYAAS community may have known me from under another alias, and we shall not speak of. But no, it was to go back on it was a big change. I had to shut down a lot of things. I shut down my social media, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, everything. Part of it was because
you really wiped yourself, or at least the stuff that I had involved with you had me wipe off. So currently, if you're wanting to find their previous stuff, it's not really there yet until I get it back up.
That's right. Anyway. And I am giving Billy permission to republish that. So things to look forward to.
So this episode, go back and listen to the first one.
Go back, the prequel, yeah. But it's been a journey. It's one of the main reasons why I had to just call it quits temporarily was because a lot of things in my personal life has just come crashing. So a lot of it's like mental, a couple of people finding out about this side of me, right? So my family. So this is not something that I disclosed before, but yeah. I've got kids, I got, their mom. So it's not something we're gonna be continuing, unfortunately. But in a way, sort of the cat's out of the bag. So damage has been done and I made mistakes. And I just have to pick up the pieces and move forward, right? I can't deny this. This is me. And one day, I'll talk to my kids about it. They know something's up. They're smart. All kids are smart. They know something's up, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Usually the time presents itself, naturally. So I'll just ride the wave and just go with the flow. Yeah.
That's sometimes the best way to not force it, despite me being very vocal to force it and to do it and stuff. But I think with coming out and stuff, there's definitely the right time. It just happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you can't plan for the right time because it just happens. It just comes to be on its own.
Yeah, for whatever reason, all of a sudden you might be coming out to this person that you never even intended to, right? It just naturally comes out. So there's been a little bit of that in sort of my boy life, if you want to call it that. Um, about 2 other people know. So that was scary. Um, one didn't really receive it well. I'm like, okay, but I just felt like I had to tell you. That's
Mhm.
cool. And the other one was like, oh, no worries. I don't even care about that. I just want to know you're safe and you're not hurting yourself and all this. So that was kind of sweet. So that was really good. He was more concerned about my emotional well-being and mental health, right? So,
Mhm.
you know, every battle, you have your losses and you have your wins, right? So, and I think that's what's gonna happen for the rest of my fucking life. There's gonna be some
Pretty much.
losses and there's gonna be some wins for everyone. I think it's the same way.
For sh- for sure, for
Yeah,
sure. There's always highs and lows.
yeah,
Um, I do think, at least in my experience, the more authentic and like real that I've been, the less and less I get of that like hate and negativity towards me.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
the negative reaction you get from that people or whatever that you came out to, like that just doesn't really happen anymore.
No, it doesn't.
And
You know,
I could foresee that happening similarly for you.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Scared, yes. Anxiety levels off the charts, but um, I'm looking forward to it because I know I'm now realizing this is the path. Take it or leave it. You know, it says this
Hmm.
makes me happy. This is me. This is the real me, and there's no hiding or denying it. So make this a lesson to all you cross dressers. You can't fucking hide it. Believe me, I tried.
You think you can hide
You
it?
can,
It's
you can, you can try, but you're gonna fail miserably.
you think. I feel like a lot of people might think they're hiding like clothes and whatever
Hmm.
and items, but like in reality, you're hiding yourself.
You are. It's very toxic. It's very toxic. And I'm not out fully yet, I'm still sort of, I'm still
Living on the
living the
fence.
double thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. I
How
am
is
coming
that?
out more. I'm coming out more. I'm spending more time, like at least once or twice a week. I'll try to get dressed. I'll try to present as me. And um, a couple times this year, I've gone out, like this. So it was really cool. It was really cool. So that was a big, big thing for me this year. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
coming back
yeah.
into things. Yeah. I even ate at a restaurant, right?
Wow.
So that was nice. That was really cool. And the server was calling me ma'am, you know. So that was really
Wow.
sweet. That was really affirming. Um, and that like I can do this, you know. It's not gonna be that bad if I follow my passion, if I follow the person I really want to be, it can work out. Because before my thinking was, it's not, I'm scared, it's not going to work out, people are going to hate me, you know? So there's all that anxiety that goes into it. But so I think that's the other big thing, that shift. Um, and then that triggered a whole bunch of other things. So I changed my doctor, my primary care doctor, to
Yay.
a doctor that's transgender, knowledgeable with the issues and possibly transitioning too, right? So there's very knowledgeable with that. So I met this doctor sort of at I want to say the tail end of last year. So November, something like that. I had our
Hmm.
first appointment,
Hmm.
and right away he was like, how urgent or how in need, he was like checking with me, like what my feeling of transitioning is. And I told him the truth. It's like, I gotta work out a lot of stuff in my head first before I even consider hormones or surgeries, I need to sort things in my head. There's a lot of unresolved childhood issues, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so right away he said, "Well, I still want to get you in touch with um, a gender. There's a term for it. I forget. Like, it's specializing in gender education, transitioning, right? So it'll give you access to voice coaching, presentation, um, socially transitioning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I signed up for that. I haven't started it yet, but I'm looking forward to that. So he said, I just want to make sure that you're knowledgeable. So I was very appreciative of that. And then he said, as for your other stuff in your head and your soul, um, I'm going to refer you to a therapist. so,
And
so
also like good luck with that.
yeah, good luck. Oh, and good luck with that. I'll check in with you in your annual checkup. Yeah. Okay, great. So I got in touch with this wonderful lady, therapist. We hit it off. First meeting, we were meeting weekly in the very beginning because I was just stressing out. I was going through so
Mhm.
much shit. I wasn't
And this has
sleeping.
been
I wasn't,
since November
yeah,
ish. Okay, and
November-ish.
then so if you're watching or listening, it's February, late February,
Hmm.
2025. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Just wanted some
so
context.
no, yeah, no, it's very good context. It's like 3, 4 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just crumbling, and a lot of it's because although I'm embracing now this is me, I was starting to face a lot of the um, childhood abuse that I experienced, sexual abuse. There's some of that, uh, and emotional abuse. So there's, physical also, um, and not necessarily it's from like for the sexual abuse thing, it's a babysitter, you know? I was just a kid and that thing has just been playing in my fucking brain over and over. You try to make it disappear as a kid and it doesn't. And then sort of around Christmas time I confronted my mom about it and she confirmed she knew but thought
Oh,
I would forget
mm,
that it wasn't something. Um, and
quite the opposite.
yeah, very opposite. Um, and so I sort of took on that energy. Like maybe if I just shove this under the rug, it'll go away, right? No. Uh, and then it comes back to me. It's like a lot of my decision making, my actions growing up, it's all tethered to those experiences, right? Um, Not just the sexual abuse, but the physical, uh, the emotional and mental, it forms you, right? It it starts to mold you to the person you're going to become. So I was carrying a lot of toxic baggage with me. Yeah. So it was a work in progress. I just sort of, slowly told things to the therapist, taking notes. I started the diary, journaling everything, my thoughts when I wasn't in therapy. I would just jot down everything in my mind. And when I meet her for an hour, I just like unload everything on her. And I had awesome feedback. I cried, I got emotional and all that. But that's what you do, right? You,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you turn ugly and cry and and just
No,
pour
those
your
are pretty tears. They're pretty
yeah,
tears.
yeah. And then you just pour yourself out and you let everything go. And I think that's the first step to, for me at least, that's how I felt I needed to go about this. So before I consider any hormones or physical transformation, I am going to sort this shit out. And so it's not like it's going to erase anything. No, things happen. You can't forget about it, right? So, but at least I'm coming to terms with it. I'm accepting it. It happened. And now I can move on. So that's where I am with that. Yeah. But I'm at a much better place. Like if we were to talk about this 2 months ago, we'd be crying for the next hour and a half. Yeah.
Well,
So
give us some time. Give us some time.
Yeah, give it some time.
We just started. We just started.
We're just getting warmed up. Yeah.
We're only 15 minutes in.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, a lot of repair work. And that's why I had to disappear. There was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
But I'm back. I'm stronger and not the same, but I'm slowly healing. And I want to go to that happy place because I know it exists now. And it's there, and I just have to embrace it and stop fucking around. I just gotta just own up to it and just be for once in my fucking life. Just be. Stop denying. Yeah.
Yes, please.
You're nodding your head because that's exactly how I feel. Yep. Yep.
Yes, please. Yeah. Yes, please. That's the thing that I try to preach to everybody. Yeah. I feel like I'm sometimes too pushy with it, but like that's.
Don't change.
I can't stress it enough. Like that's. You be yourself, and like that.
Yeah.
Like treat yourself nice and good. Treat yourself like you want to make yourself like you.
Exactly.
That sounds weird to say it that way, but you know what I'm saying.
That's exactly what it means, and I know exactly what you mean.
If you treat yourself nice, that radiates to like your outward appearance and
it totally does.
Aura and vibes, and
yeah,
people pick up on that shit.
Oh, they do, and it's becoming more apparent when I mask all this, right? I'm like a totally different. It's like fucking Clark Kent, And it's, oh my God, it's sort of a shade, a curtain of depression comes over, right? It's like this dark cloak, and it's like, oh, what the fuck? And then I come to my, I have these little days where I can just dress, and it's like, I could take off the suit. I'm Superman, and just Wonder Woman instead.
Oh, there you go. It's better. It's better.
Yeah, that's better. Wonder Woman. And then, and just and then you're totally happy. You're at peace. You're happy. My facial expression changes. My eyes change. It really comes from the inside, like you said.
It's because you're being yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So I second what Billy says. You have to. Don't deny yourself. And you may be harder at preaching it, but I'm on the same wavelength. You have to. Yeah. Otherwise, you're cheating yourself out. And it's going to bring you down. It's going to bring you down. Whether you like it or not. So.
It's like, oh my goodness, like, I'm just thinking of you, like, going in your boy mode or guy mode or however you refer to it as, your mask self or whatever. It just feels like it's like punishing yourself.
That's a good way to put it. It is.
It feels like it sounds like you're punishing yourself. Like deep down.
And I'm not even into BDSM. You. I'm not into pain.
Yeah, it's not even the fun. Not even the fun kind of pain.
Right. It's not even
the fun kind of role play.
Right. Exactly. So it's weird.
Dang.
And yet we put ourselves through this torture. Right. So I'm coming to terms with it, and I'm speaking more open about it to myself. Right. So I think my my brain and my heart is finally, they met in the crossroad, right? Finally. And now I'm just trying to embrace it
Direct
and
traffic.
see where it goes. Yeah,
You
direct
need to get
traffic.
the
Let me
fuck over
redirect.
there.
Exactly. Get the fuck over there. What the
You
fuck
need
are
to
you
take
doing
a
there?
U-turn and go back where the
Uh-huh.
fuck you came from.
Yeah. Be gone, asshole.
That's the exit right there. Take the exit.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I want you and you follow me, fucking assholes. Yeah. Uh, so it's been good. It's been really good. And I got a long way to go. I'm
You
still
do.
in therapy. I'm not doing it once a week. I'm doing it once a month now. So she checks up on me. I want to get on that whole gender education workshop thing that the doctor referred me to. And I think that's the next step. I think if I can do that this year, I'm making great progress. So
Yeah.
at least I'll have the knowledge. I'll know what my options are, and just take inventory of that and sit on that for a while. Right? I'm in no rush. Um, there's that saying, right? It's like, what's that saying? Like, great things don't come fast or something like that, right? Yeah, I believe in that. You gotta take your time. Don't, you know, yes, there's a place and time where you have to. But if you can, really carefully, especially if you're in a very sensitive situation, take your time and be gentle with yourself. Yeah. And then things will go smooth. Yeah. That's the optimistic side of me. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll get
So
there.
there's that. Yeah. So there's that. And then, the other thing. So, all right. The physical. I've been getting back into yoga. I've been just moderating what I eat a little bit better. So healthier. I lost a lot of, I used to be like 200, I think last time we spoke,
Wow.
or 185 or something like that. I forget. Now I'm 165.
Oh
So
wow. I would
it's
be a stick if
been,
I was that weight.
it's, you know, and I wanted to stop at 170, but I don't rush into these things. I really take my time. So I was lingering at 170, 175 for about probably 3 months. And
And how tall are you?
oh, I'm 6'2".
Okay. Well, damn.
Yeah.
Now you're making me feel like a fatty.
No, 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 no.
Because I'm
Everybody's different.
6'2" and I'm about 220.
Hey, some girls are thick. Some girls are thick.
My
I used
doctor
to be
told me I
really.
was overweight on Friday.
Fuck you.
And I'm
That's,
like,
that's what
girl,
you.
I'm like
That's what you.
strong. There's a lot of muscle there.
A lot of it's muscle.
Anyway.
A lot of it's muscle mass. I'm trying to work on that. I'm starting to lose a little bit. I still have some muscle, but
I have
it's
lots.
coming along.
There.
Yeah. The big change was this part. So it's starting to get, it's starting to shed the love handles. It takes time, but
If hormones are something that you do, I cannot wait to see. I can't wait to hear. Can't wait
it'll
to
be
see.
so cool. I can't wait.
I
And
I
without knowing,
want to hear your reaction to that first dose, and oh my
yeah.
goodness, I can't
Oh
wait.
my God, that's gonna be so magical. Emotional too.
So much head noise could just go poof,
Yep, yep.
and it'll be
Yeah,
like,
because it's,
whoa, what the fuck?
what the hell? Yeah,
I
I can't
almost
wait.
want to like sneak a half a tap at you. That's bad. I wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
Wink,
not gonna
wink.
do it.
We'll talk later. So
No, I'm just kidding.
exactly. So I've been focusing on that. So, and that's been helping the sort of my emotional state going through therapy. Just focusing on fitness, and diet, healthier options, doing that. and I noticed uh, when I was really stressed out, like I had all these white strands of hair, right? And I still got them, but it's less. It's less now. Now that I'm getting more sleep, working things out with the therapist, things in my head, in my heart, it all plays a role, right? Like if you're in a really bad state, it's gonna show itself physically. So, um, I totally advocate for taking care of yourself, get proper sleep, feed yourself right, nourish yourself, because that translates to the physical as much as it does with the emotional and mental. Yeah. So they all play an important role. So for all the girls cross-dressing or transitioning or already there, just continue to do that. Just continue to do that. It's a constant practice. Yeah. Yeah.
What are some ways that you practice self-care these days?
So, well, let's get the obvious first out. First is like, you gotta have your dildos.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you have to satisfy yourself. Please, please. No, you must. Um, there's a sexual part. I'm very sex positive, very sexual, so you gotta take care of yourself with that. Um, I don't want to pull it out now, but there's this vibrating dildo that I like. It throbs and it has like different settings. So that's my favorite toy right now. Um, so at the very least, pleasure yourself, right? Other things is skincare. Just started something new this year. Before I did not lotion or anything, but now I'm like, okay, let me moisturize my hands, my feet. About once a week or once every 2 weeks, I'll even do a full skin essential oils type thing. So right now it's
Wow.
coconut oil. Maybe I'll mix in like a little, there's this pumpkin oil and something else. I forget the name, but it smells really good. It's good for your skin. Uh, and I treat it like a spa day, right? I don't get to
Yeah,
do it
nice.
often, but I'll try to do it once a week or once every 2 weeks. Yeah. Um, so doing that, I haven't done anything on the face yet, but I'm researching. I want to like do a cleanse and all that kind of stuff. Nothing for the hair yet, so it's all just so far everything's just been skin, overall skin. Um, yeah, there's that, and then what else? I still do the focused exercise, so like to work on my hips and the booty. I'm doing squats. I'm doing glute exercises. I don't have access to a leg press, so um, I think they're called the Bulgarian split squat or something like that. Yeah, I gotta write this down. I'll share notes. But it's
I wonder how
really,
that looks.
it helps on the thighs. It builds up the upper glutes also if you want to build that sort of booty shelf thing because um, if you're not going to do surgery, the most you can do is just sculpt, right? So if you can enhance those through muscle, then that's the best. That's a good way to supplement, right? Um, and the belly, I've been
Pre-hormones.
doing a lot of,
Pre-hormones.
yeah,
Pre-hormones. Well,
exactly, three hormones.
if you get on hormones, it's a little different because you'll have some fat
Right?
redistribution and all
Redistribution.
that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even that's
Oh,
kind of misleading because it's like if you already have the fat there, it's gonna stay where it's at. It doesn't like
yeah.
migrate. It doesn't like pack its bags and move from your belly
It's
to your hips.
yeah. It's like in my dreams, I'm picturing my
So if
belly move on
anything,
to my
like
abs.
you got on those hormones, you need to start eating some fucking cheeseburgers.
Uh-huh. That's right. Fatten those places up. So I'm doing the lost weight so that I can gain weight. So I'm sort of prepping.
Oh,
myself, right?
Yeah.
Before. So a lot of it, it's tied to that. I'm just doing it really slow. So I don't think I'm gonna, lose any more weight. I think my range is 165, maybe 160 most. But I feel comfortable where I am. And then when I get on hormones, yeah, I'll start eating, I'll start gaining some weight and see what happens. Right? I can always lose if it's going in the
Well,
wrong spots. Yeah.
we'll go on a
Um,
nice dinner,
there you go. We'll pig out, right?
celebrate.
Steak. Nice. Um, I'm picturing the little Carl's Jr. commercial with the burger and the fan and just
Oh yeah, we're going straight to Carl's Jr.
all juicy, biting that burger, really juicy, really hot. Nice. Um, so so the other thing I've been doing is meditation. Um, just quieting myself, and I'll just get on the mat or the floor or on my bed and just, you know, sitting in lotus position and palms up, wrist laying on my knees on either side. Close my eyes and start breathing and just release, let go of any holding that I might be doing in my head. Uh, Nothing about work, about home, just letting go of everything, right? And just, yeah, like what you're doing right now.
You're making me
Yep.
want to
Yeah.
do it. So maybe we'll close this episode out with that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we'll get into a trance.
Close out in the meditation trance.
Yes. So that's been really good for me. So just slowing down and meditation, I do more than exercise for now. Just because it's easy, I can do it in my car, at home, wherever. So I think, when you do those things, that also plays a role in the physical. So I'm doing that. And I love it. Yeah. There's a lot of apps that teach you how to do it, but for me, I just do the most basic. I just close my eyes, knees apart, palms facing up, close my eyes and just breathe through my nose, exhale through the mouth, and just do that, right? And then when you open after 5 or 10 minutes of that, it's like you're cloud nine. It's like a natural high. It's really, really cool, really therapeutic.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it's a
I used
great
to
way
do that a
to
lot.
recharge.
Yeah, I don't do it as often as I used to, but I used to do that a lot. Like especially like pre-transition when I was
Yeah.
going through all the divorce stuff. Like during that time, I was doing that a lot.
I
It's
highly
very
recommend it.
helpful.
It is very helpful. And the diary, the journaling. So just jotting my shit down. It doesn't have to be, it's messy, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be
Our brains are
written in a
our brains are fucking
it's
messy as shit. So
so fucked up, I might as well just write it as it is. I'm not gonna try to author it or spell check or whatever. No, I'm just anything dirty I'm putting in there, and it's gonna go as is, unfiltered. That's the key. You
good.
just just
Why
throw it
lie
all
to
out.
yourself? Why lie to yourself? You're
Exactly,
writing these for
right?
yourself. Why the fuck are you gonna lie to your fucking self?
So it looks good.
Look good to who?
Right?
To yourself?
I
Like who
know,
are you
right?
trying to fool?
Exactly.
Who are you trying to fool? Stop trying to fool yourself. You're not trying to fool yourself.
And that's how I used to journal. I used to fucking filter all this shit out. It becomes less meaningful. So when I'm able to write everything out as is, the most just crazy shit happening in my brain, the thoughts, if I actually hate a situation, I'll put it there. I fucking hate this. I just write it down. I'm just honest. I'm brutally honest, and I'll even draw an angry face next to it. Just I hate this. This fucking sucks. And it's really, yeah, it's not for anybody to read. It's for me. And if somebody does find it, I apologize.
It's for
It's
later. It's for after dark. That's for after
it's
dark.
after dark, yeah. The
That's for the
unfiltered
Patreon.
of Sophie. Yes,
Assuming that's still going. I don't know if it's still going. I'm sorry. I'm a bad host.
we got to get that going. Oh yeah. So those things, I think all those things has been helping me just resolve everything and sort everything as I journey on, continue. Yeah.
Do you ever go
Um,
back and reread your journals, journal entries?
sometimes I do. Uh, the most times I go back into it is right before therapy, just to keep things fresh and upload them in my brain again. I'll go ahead and read through some things like, and I'll spot things. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, let me bring this up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of value in that. So, um, but I don't find myself going back. I think the important part of it is when your pen touches that paper, your your brain does something that you're letting go, kind of like when you're talking to your therapist, right? So when I'm writing things down, that's where the magic is happening, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it releases. That's the action. Something's happening there. I'm letting go. I'm releasing. Um, and that's why I do it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll maybe once in a while I'll go back to it, but it's already done. It's done. The
Mm.
process of me writing that was it that needed to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to put into words, but yeah, something happens between the brain and your heart and your feelings when you're jotting your unfiltered thoughts on that piece of paper. And it's beautiful. So I encourage it. Yeah. I think
Maybe
I've
that
been
should
very
be the
vocal about it.
next. I think that should be the next CrossYAAS challenge. The challenge of the week
Oh,
or month or year or a lifetime.
yeah. I love that.
Try
Yeah.
a journal entry
Mm-hmm.
and just be like unfiltered. Like, don't filter yourself from
Totally
yourself.
unfiltered. Yeah. Be completely real, genuine, and honest. That's what's going to make it count. Yeah. Even if it's ugly, right? That's what makes us filter things out because
Mm-hmm.
um we fear all that, what's ugly, what doesn't look good. We have all these preconceived, you know, thoughts that, oh, what if this person sees this or this person sees that? Oh, I don't want to sound like this, or I don't want to, right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
that's not good. Yeah. You have to rid yourself of that and just be honest with yourself. Yeah. So the other thing that's been happening is, so it's no joke. I am a little bit of a exhibitionist and a little out there when it comes to all this sex positive stuff and whatever. Um, Not for everyone, but it's sort of my exploration. I did go to a nude beach.
Oh, nice.
Uh, yeah, and this was sort of late last year. And I knew the place, and I parked. I sat there for like 10 minutes. Am I gonna do this? Am I not? Am I not gonna do this? You know? And I just did. I just went. It was on my own. Went to the beach and took everything out. I wasn't the only one. There were other people, and I did that, and I was like, ah, I just sort of I spread myself on the sand, right? Well, I had a towel because otherwise the sand's gonna get everywhere, up my ass cheeks or whatever. But I did that and just took a nap for like 30 minutes. Nobody cared.
Wow.
It was kind of like, for me, it was a way of, how when we cross dress, we're just like, we're always fearful of what
Mm-hmm.
others might think and all that kind of stuff. And So just being there without anything, no presentation or anything, just my body. That was like a big relief. And then nobody cared, and the world still goes on, moves on, right? The wars aren't going to start. Things aren't going to get crazy. No, we're still here. We are still here.
Wait, hold on. When did you do this? When did you go to this nude beach? Was it recently? Was it within the last month or so?
This
Or two?
was
Was this in November? Because I don't
no,
know,
this
things are
was
getting kind of fucking crazy.
September. It
I'm
was
just
in
kidding. I'm just
September.
kidding. I'm not gonna blame it on you. I'm not gonna blame it on you. I'm not.
It wasn't during warmer weather for sure.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And
Beach
yeah,
makes sense.
it was in September. Yeah. I think I even shared a picture I was sort of right before I did that. I was on a railing and um, at the beach. So that was a very memorable experience. Um, try it, see how you feel. It's not for everyone, but for me, it did a lot of things.
I'd be open to it. I've had really bad bottom dysphoria, so that would I'd go topless. That'd be fine. I don't mind doing that.
Big, yeah, you nailed it. The dysphoria
I could do
thing,
topless,
yeah.
but like my bottoms, I honestly, like I've been like really wrestling a lot with this lately. Because like I recently went to the doctor, and because of my new doctor, I have to go to a gender therapist, which I think is funny in its own right. I've just been doing this for like 3 years or so, and an advocate and all this other blah 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 stuff. But whatever. But part of the therapy was also the mention of like surgeries and stuff. So
Yeah.
like I've been really reflecting on my bottoms, like just throughout my life and my sexual experiences, and how I felt about myself, or how like I just wasn't in it, and this was like with a married partner, or I've had two interactions since we last talked. And one dude, one lady, and the lady was more like treating me more like a dude, and it's like it doesn't work that way anymore. And like that was just really like it just really took me out of it, and then
It
with the
wasn't doing
dude,
it
he
for
was
you.
very like it wasn't doing it for me either, because he was just like so focused on my wiener, and it's like no.
Eyes up here. Eyes up here.
It's like there's so much more to do. Like, why are you focused on this part? Stop.
Yeah, look at my tits, Focus on that.
Yeah.
No, I
Like
totally
it's
get
just
that.
so that is something I'm currently struggling with. So that kind of ties in with the nude beach thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I've
you
also
mentioned
thought
that,
about.
Billy.
Yeah.
I
But
think it
that's
ties
where I'm at.
together. Yeah, that's good. That's really good.
I feel like it holds me back with like intimate relationships, or just relationships in general, like that, in that regard.
Yes.
Yeah, it sucks.
But you know what? I think those are important steps you need to take. You needed to experience those things so that you can learn and grow from them. And it's going to make you even more confident, because now okay, you did it this way, that didn't work. Now you're readjusting yourself, and the next time you do it, it's going to be a little bit different, right? Yeah. So, all those little things, even if they weren't a positive experience, or they weren't as great as you imagined it was going to be, I strongly believe that those needed to happen so that you can be better the next time. Yeah.
No, for sure.
And if
for sure.
if going nude out there in the nude does something. Maybe it just makes the dysphoria a little bit less, even if it's a tiny bit less, because you have the confidence of going out, right? Um, Maybe that's worth it.
Yeah,
So
maybe. I've been to like a gym. I've been in a gym, and I've changed in the women's locker room and stuff, and
yeah,
that was terrifying for me because that
yeah,
was out in the open, and you know.
yep. Oh yeah,
So I don't know.
kind of like kind of like going to the women's bathroom for the first time,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which I did. Yes, fist pump. I was able to do that for the first time, um, right before New Year.
Yay.
Yeah, yeah. It was at I was hiking a trail with somebody, a person in the community. She's trans, and we got to go on a hike. We talked about a lot of stuff. And towards the end of the hike, she was like, "I'm gonna use the bathroom." And I said, and so I was like, "What bathroom are you gonna use?" And then she said, "The women's bathroom." Like for her, like it's a natural thing. She just does it now, right?
Mhm.
And then I was like,
Same.
wait. Can I think I'm gonna do it. Can I? Can I go with you? I was like asking her permission. Can I take a piss in the women's bathroom with you? No, but so she understood it was I'd never done it. So we weren't holding hands or anything going to the bathroom, no, but I was sort of behind her, right? Looking around like, oh shit, anybody's looking at me. And I went in. There were some other people there. Uh, um, I think two other ladies, but they didn't think anything. And washed my hands, went to the stall, did my business, washed my hands again, went out. And I wasn't like I was in boy mode or anything. I had my hair down. I was sort of hiking in femme mode, um,
Mhm.
which was another first for me to do that. So I was like, I was winning that day, like so
I
many
can't wait till
things.
it's just Sophie.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
it was really, really sweet that day. So I got to go on the trail as Sophie. I got to use the bathroom as Sophie, and then later I ate with my friend at a fast food place as Sophie. It was so cool. It was like hit so many bullet points, so many things accomplished. Um,
You've accomplished so many small things. I'm so happy. I mean, they're big, huge
yeah,
steps. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But like, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
you know what's crazy? The more you do it, and the more of these little wins is just gonna keep happening. That's what
Mhm.
I'm experiencing right now.
Mhm.
Like just yesterday, I went to the discount store. My intention was to find I needed like these surge protectors for something at home, and they always have them. For whatever reason, they didn't have them. It's like somebody went in there and grabbed the pile that's been sitting there for weeks, right? Just to piss me off. Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
so I didn't find it. So I'm like, fuck. Well, this trip was a waste, right? I was gonna pick up like two surge protectors for my project, and then I sort of looked to the left, and I noticed the women's clothing section. I'm like, I'm not gonna make this trip go to waste. And I wasn't presenting femme or anything, but I started just browsing casually. Yeah, there were people looking, they were curious, so I started doing like, oh no, wait, but I'm also gonna pick up this men's jacket, I put in my cart. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, and by the way, I'm gonna get something for my kid, I'm just putting it in the cart. Yeah, I'm pretty much like I'm putting bullshit in my cart, right? And then every once in a while, oh, look at this top, and I'll put it there. And so I have all this shit in my cart, and I slowly work my way to the changing room, and I go over there and I I get the men's jacket, right? and I kind of cover the women's stuff under. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to the stall and try this men's jacket. And I went there, closed the door, and I was fucking like Barbie, It's like in there. They have the long, tall mirror. I was dressing up, and I'm like, fuck, this looks good and this feels good. I've never done this before. This was the
It's
first
so
time for me.
fun. It's
It's so
fun.
fun. And
It's
fucking
like
discount, they're giving that shit away.
going to like stores and trying on clothes. That
Yep.
is like the cross-dressing experience.
Oh my God. Big time.
It is. Like that's I was talking with Claire about this. And like these are like some of our cross-dressing like habits or experiences or little things that we did to
Yeah.
cope. And like that's even still like there's something magical about going to the store and just like looking
Oh,
around and trying something and being like, oh shit, it looks super nice.
so
And it just
magical.
being
And it
something
was
you
like,
don't own, it's so nice.
yeah. I was having so much fun. All for surge protectors, right? That I could not find. So it became like this shopping day for me. And um, I wasn't gonna walk out without getting something because I haven't got anything for myself for the longest time. So,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, they're cheap. It's a discount store. I'm like, this top $2? Fuck yeah. Let's do it. I'm gonna walk out of here with, I don't know, $80 worth of stuff. Let's do it. And, oh, and when I finished trying all my stuff, but you know how some in these discount stores in the changing room, some people take their shit in and they don't put it back. There was this
Mm-hmm.
pile of clothes on the corner of that changing room. And I
How
went
much
through
of
it
that
and I'm
did you
like,
wear?
oh my God, I wore every piece. I'm like, okay, this doesn't fit. This doesn't fit. Fucking yoga pants. Fuck yeah. This fits. I'm taking it. Whoever left it here, I'm fucking taking it. Um, this top, this came from it.
Oh,
This and
nice.
the shorts and these
Nice.
black shorts. Yeah.
Cute.
So, I was like, oh my God, it was like Christmas because I originally brought these 5 or 6 items in and came out with like 10 items total, out of that changing room.
Eh.
And then,
They're like, where did all this stuff come from?
where, yeah, magically it was here sitting for me. It was waiting for Sophie to claim. And, I went out and I'm like, oh, wait, I didn't check out that aisle. I'm going to do this again. So I went the other aisle. I started just looking shit. I found these feminine beanies, just things I wanted to try, right? Just never had a chance to buy or whatever, but they were so cheap. I was like, I think this is meant to be. I'm gonna get some of this stuff. And I got rid of I slowly started adding the math. Okay, this is getting expensive. If I try to get this jacket's gotta go. The men's jacket's gotta go. Yeah, I'm not getting these knickknacks for my kids. No. So I think I got 2 guy shirts and the rest were all femme stuff, right? And the cashier didn't care. He was like, just let me ring it up.
It's all in your
I might do more
mind.
of
It's
that.
all in you.
It's
It's all
all
it's
in my
all you.
mind.
It's your inner transphobe.
Yeah, all in my fucking mind. And I
Mm-hmm.
came out with a
Mm-hmm.
fucking large plastic bag of stuff. And I was like, oh my God.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. Very fun experience. Um, Discount
Sounds
stores,
fun.
big, big treasure. You gotta hit it. The Amazon thing is cool and everything, but there's boatloads to save and claim at the discount store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's that. Um, Other things, let's see. Oh, so last time we talked a little bit about the dating stuff and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I sort of slowed things down on that regard, but if I do, it's still the same. I don't do the traditional dating, it's the sugar dating. Like for me, it just works out better because through the traditional means where you just, okay, let's, go out for a date, whatever. A lot of times, 8 out of 10 times they're gonna flake, right? Where with the sugar dating, no, you're gonna pay for my ride to get there, and you're gonna make reservations, and you're gonna invest in this, right? You're not escaping. That worked out so much better. So that's just how I do it. It just works. So
So for anybody who hasn't listened to your previous episode and that maybe aren't familiar with sugar dating, could you please give us a refresher on what sugar dating is?
oh yeah, so the sugar dating, it gets a bad rep because there's usually gifts or spoils, that's involved. So sometimes in the form of, oh, the meal's on me, or I'll pay for your Uber home, or um, let me get you this sexy outfit, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there's a gift involved, right? But it's not tied to anything. It doesn't have to be tied to whatever. It's more for the companionship, the time, right? Getting to know and everything. But the 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 arrangement is that they have to gift and appreciate you for taking the time to meet them, right? Rather than, and there's a discussion of, um, well, would we see each other again, or is this just a one-time thing? There's a lot of that is disclosed in the beginning, and if they're
Mm-hmm.
after something more, it's like, well, you know, what if we're attracted and all this? Well, I don't do it in the first 2 dates or whatever. So a lot of that is talked about upfront. There's no beating around the bush. There's no second guessing. They know what they're getting themselves into. I know what to expect and what I'm getting myself into. So it's not arranged, but it's talked about, right? So and they're honest about it. It's like, well, I expect this or I expect that. Well, okay, you may expect that, but I don't do this until this, right? So it's a lot of back and forth, but eventually you meet halfway, and you get comfortable with each other. But they have an investment in it. It's not just, hey, come meet me here and whatever, and then they don't show,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I've had that happen, and that fucking sucks. And I'm sure a lot of the girls have that experience. You name it, cis, cross dressers, trans.
I've had that experience. My 2 or my 3 would be a bit higher, but there have definitely been some of the flakes, myself
It
included.
fucking sucks. It fucking sucks
Myself
because you take
included.
all this time. You take all this time to get ready and all this kind of stuff. It's not just, I'm gonna put on my pants and fucking go, right? No, there's a lot
Yeah,
that
no.
goes into it. So, the makeup, that takes time. Preparing yourself, that takes time. Energy
Oh,
to
I just do my
mentally,
lips.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I just do my
yeah.
lips.
So, so in sugar dating, the guy, we're making the guys know that we are taking the time to get ready for this date, and you better take this fucking serious, right? So that's the difference. Yeah. And in order for me to take you serious, you're gonna pay for my fucking ride, right? And I want a box of chocolates while you're at it. I know it sounds horrible. It's like demanding and everything, but you have to be. Fuck. It's like we gotta train these guys to, you know, fucking get with the program.
I definitely get it. I definitely get
Yeah.
it. You definitely see a different side of guys, like
You can see
presenting
the
as
ugly side.
woman on any dating app.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see it like I'm doing a public service. I'm training these guys to be more appreciative of
Mm-hmm.
uh of their girls, right? Their women. So, yeah, get your shit together. And yeah, I turn down guys that don't have their shit together. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not wasting my time with you. Right? Bye.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they're,
Mm-hmm.
their follow up, whatever. But this is, fuck you. I called your bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. Get your shit
Get
together.
lost. Yeah. Get yourself together. Right? When you do, then come approach me. And you're still not off the hook, by the way. I'm going to make it twice as hard for you. Yeah. So value yourself. I think there's the lesson. Value yourself. So sugar dating it's not escorting. It's not fucking sex work. No, it's, you're putting back value. You're valuing yourself, right? That's the way I see it. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with dating. Yeah. It does narrow your options a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something that makes sense for me right now with my commitments and everything else I got going on in my life. I don't have time to waste. So don't waste my time.
Mm-hmm.
So sugar dating works for me in that regard. Yeah. So, that's how it is. If any of the girls are interested in that, yeah, you just reach out to me. I'm welcome to
Oh, we'll be
share
talking later.
experiences. Oh yeah, we'll talk later. um, uh, the other thing, so I was very active with the porn stuff and all that. Um, that took also sort of a nosedive. I took a break from that because I just need to get my shit together up here,
Mm-hmm.
emotionally, mentally. Um, I'm still exploring it. I'm still toying with it, but not as crazy as I was before, right? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just being a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more responsible about it and everything. It is what it is. When you put shit out, fuck, it's gonna stay out there. Believe me, I was on a fucking mission when I disappeared. By the way, for anybody that wants to disappear from the internet, I know a couple tricks. Yeah, so it's like I had to go through that shit. It's time consuming, it's not fun, it's a lot of emailing, it's a lot of, yeah, coordinating. It can happen, but it's not perfect. So
Mm-hmm.
be careful with what you put out. That's my
And
advice.
people save things and repost things.
Yep, true. Very true. They say things, they repost things, they capture things, they can record things. So be careful, be mindful with it, be responsible with it. That was my biggest lesson the first time. So I was a little wild, a little crazy. Things got out of hand. That's me growing, you know. Yeah, we make mistakes. We're not perfect. Yeah. So still doing it, just a little bit more discreet. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, shoot, what else is there? Uh, I'm trying to remember what we talked about last.
I
Um,
don't know. I should have done my due diligence and
I
re-listened to
should have,
it, but I didn't.
should have listened. Yeah. Oh, there. Okay. So, I still shave. I still do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it. If I had the choice of electrolysis or whatever, um, maybe for the face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to control that a little bit more. But I kind of like the feeling of just, um, you know, sh- shaving my legs.
The act of it.
The act of it is just
I like it
something.
too. I like it too
Do you?
because
Do you?
it's
Yeah.
for
It
me.
might
It's
be a
just
fetish.
because it's something that it might be, but I think it's just like for me, it's just one of those things that I grew up just really putting together with like being a woman.
Yeah.
And so it's just like it's such a woman experience of like shaving your legs and your body or whatever parts, and it's
Yep.
so
It's special.
I know lots of cis women that are like, oh, I just got everything lasered. Fuck, I don't like shaving my hair. Fuck that. They're like, it's just different. It's
Yeah.
different. It hits different.
It's totally different. And I'm gonna sound crazy when I say this, but I actually make a fucking ritual out of it. I'll play like this ambient chill music in the background. I'll put those little fake candles by the tub, right? Um, and I'm contemplating like throwing rose petals.
Ooh, you should do it.
Very,
Do it.
oh my God, I want to. I really do.
Up your
So,
self-care game.
uh-huh. So it's that yeah, it's considered self-care. So
That is all
I actually have
self-care.
it.
Do it.
It is. Um, I actually have the rose petals. They're like
Sure.
these. It's saved. I don't physically have it. It's saved like in my shopping cart. It's getting really close up there. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Just do it. Just
So
do
I
it.
just yeah.
I give you
I like.
permission. I give you full permission and my full
I have
support to do that. And not
I
that
have
you
Billy's
needed it, but
endorsement.
you know.
I have your support. Let it be known as my witness. I have Billy's endorsement to shave my legs in soapy bathwater and rose petals with candlelight and music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Make sure you have
that
a
sounds
nice
really
drink
good.
nearby too.
Oh yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. If you're gonna
Stay
do it
hydrated.
with some style. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
That used to be my
there's
self-care,
that.
was like sit in the tub with the candles and the music and the nice drink, but then I don't have a bathtub anymore, so
Oh fuck. Now you got to get one of those inflatable living room.
now I just have to like
Um,
take a shower.
yeah. Ugh.
Those are cool too, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, they can be cool. You got to get one of those overhead rain showers. I don't know what they're called, but yeah. The other thing, um, so with makeup, I sort of taken a step back, so less, but on
Mm-hmm.
purpose. Sort of part because I want to be fast, but also manageable with it. Like I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I have more time in the future, I can invest more time doing my makeup. But for now, it's like, no, I'll do foundation. I'll do a little, um, what do they call that? The concealer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do a little bit of that and um, lip gloss. I won't do heavy makeup because I had many times where I did that and I fucking smeared just it just goes I'm a fucking
Mm-hmm.
Joker
Mm-hmm.
all around many times. Just not good.
I
Not
think
the more
that's kind of
practical
why I
stuff.
stopped wearing. I think that's kind of why I stopped wearing makeup, like full face makeup.
Yeah,
Was just like I would rub my face or something, and it's like, okay, here's a big fingerprint now.
yeah, fuck,
And it's
right?
like, I had
And
an itch, like fuck.
so now I've just been using fucking, like um glossy lip chapstick or whatever, and just do that, and it gives a little glisten, and that's it. You know, that's good enough
Mm-hmm.
for me, and it feels good. It's not gonna smear. It's not gonna stain anything. So just a little lighter in the makeup. I do want to do like nail polish, but more of the what do they call it? The nude nail polish. Um, it's not like a color. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like it retains the same color, but it gives it like a shine, right? So I want to
Mm-hmm.
do that for my nails and toenails. Um, so that's where I am with the makeup. Not heavy on the blush or anything, and I kind of dig sort of the natural look, you know? Yeah. And it's less effort, so I'm just rolling with it. Not to say that I'm gonna try something more experimental, because I do want to do Chappelle Roan's treatment where it's like, the full on drag.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
definitely want to do that. I want to do the deep
Yeah.
purple shade and all that. I definitely want to do that.
Yeah. Do it. I want to see
Yeah.
it. I want to see the result.
Oh my God. I'm
Be
gonna take a
super
million
cool.
pictures when I do that. Very super cool. Um, and oh, I was so close to meeting some of the girls. Um,
Uh,
like from CrossYAAS. I'm trying to get together with Kenzie because she's sort of
mm-hmm.
in this part of the state. There's another one in San Francisco. Shoot, it's gonna kill me. I'm sorry. The names, I'm horrible with names. There's Kenzie. There's the other one in San Francisco.
Yeah, the other
Yeah.
one, that one. Hey, the other one, you're pretty
Yeah,
cool
that
too.
one. You know who you are. She's fucking sexy.
Hey, the other one, whenever I'm up there, I'd like to see you too.
Girl, the one from San Francisco, you're fucking hot. Yeah. Just I'll apologize in the Discord. But and definitely I want to visit LA and visit you and Gigi.
Yeah, come see me. Come see
Yeah,
me.
for sure.
If you want like a
Become
big confidence boost and like just some good time to be Sophie, like come.
I'd love
Like I
that.
can show you
Yeah.
around. I can show you a great time.
So cool. Yeah, I look forward to it. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. And that's what I've been
Please,
telling
please, please.
that's what I've been telling Kenzie too and everything. And it's really it's working out in my brain and in Sophie's crazy brain. It's working itself out. It's gonna happen.
Well, let me know. I'd love to drive up there too.
Yeah.
I have a car.
Nice.
You know, one
Oh
of
yeah.
those things. I
We'll
can
we'll
get
crash
around
we'll
well.
crash Kenzie's place.
I hear Kinsey has lots of space.
There we go. We'll bring sleeping bags.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll make a pallet on the floor of blankets and stuff.
And leaves, yeah. If she kicks us out.
I'll sleep in my car if I have to.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm good at camping, so I'll bring a stove if we
Oh, perfect.
if we overstay our welcome
perfect.
at Kenzie's. I have a camping stove.
You know, if there's anyone that's good at camping, it's Gigi. She's the
I could picture Kenzie.
camp
Like,
queen.
what the fuck are you girls doing? Get inside. Oh my god.
That's funny. Yeah, I can't wait. Definitely, let's make that
Drop
happen
my
this
earpiece.
year.
Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, can you hear me? Let's put a pause for a second.
I think I lost it again.
I hear you.
My volume has left. Can you hear me?
Okay, I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay, do your thing.
My fucking pants. Shit. Much better. Sorry. There's one thing about the estrogen and the estradiol and the HRT and transitioning and all that stuff is now whenever I have to pee, it's most urgent.
Makes you go.
Like it's insane. Like I'm like jumping around, like trying to undo my pants, like trying not to pee my fucking pants.
Noted.
It's insane, and it almost always happens like if I'm coming home from somewhere and I'm at my door and I'm trying to like fumble with the keys, trying to unlock it, and I'm like dancing around, like oh fuck. And it just.
Oh, of course.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not very good at like
when you're least prepared. That's
feeling when my pee is coming, but like it fucking just hits. It just hits. Anyway, I'm sorry.
It fucking comes, yeah. No worries. That's okay. That's a little comedy relief there for you. Yeah.
You were talking about Kinsey and visiting folks.
You know, what was I talking about?
You had a chance to visit with a couple of the CrossYAAS listeners or participants. You mentioned Kinsey and then the other one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the hot San Francisco bitch. She knows who I'm talking about. Fucking hot. and the one I went on a hike with, but she's not part of the CrossYAAS. She's from the East Coast, and she was visiting California, and that's how we got together and like, hey, let's go on a hike. And that was kind of cool. That was really cool. And I even told her, like, you know, you're probably the first trans I've gone out with. It was like, and it was like super special. And she gave, you know, she was looking at me, and we gave each other a hug.
Now I
and all
want to
that.
come
It
visit
was
you
really
even
sweet.
more.
Yeah, it was really like a sister moment right there. Yeah. There's a lot of
That
first
is
things
part
for
of the
me. It's
fun.
crazy.
That's exactly. That's so much fun.
But that's part of the fun
Having all the firsts
of
and all
this
the
whole thing.
exciting changes, and
Yeah.
especially if it's something that you've been
Yeah.
just thinking about your whole fucking life. To see the stuff coming to fruition and becoming a reality is so mind-blowing.
Oh my God.
So mind-blowing.
Big time. Big time. It is. It's very incredible. And you got to use your resources. You got to use your friends, people you know in the community. Take advantage of that. You know, if there's an LGBTQ facility, visit, see what they have going on. There might be meetups. Take advantage of that. It really does matter. And I haven't even scratched the surface yet. You
Just
know,
do it.
I have all these
Do
things
it,
to
do it,
look
do it,
forward
do it.
to. And I'll get there.
Fucking do
It's
it.
just a matter of time. I'm just gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Shoot,
You have to come here. You have
like
to come
check
here.
out
You
my first
have to
drag
come
show.
here.
I want to see what
You
that's all
have
about.
to come here.
I want to, you know,
You need.
yeah. I want to attend. I want to attend like one of those ballroom,
Category is,
you know, ballroom dancing, right?
Yeah.
That whole thing. I want to check that scene out. Yeah, category is. Oh my God.
Come. Oh my gosh, you need to be
All
here on a
that.
Friday
I
night.
just
Come
want
here on a
to
Friday night.
explore.
Please. I know the
So I'm
perfect place. Free drag show, and it's
yeah.
so good. It's so fucking good. And
Yes, that'll be the
like
goal.
the main person who hosts it, she is amazing. She loves me. Oh, it'd be so great. Please come. Please.
Oh my God. Yes, it's gonna fucking happen. And you know, speaking of the drag shows and everything, you know, so one of the things I've been doing have been watching movies and TV shows that's about, you know, cross-dressing or being trans, this whole thing, right? So I think there's something to be said about those things. Yeah, it's entertainment and all that, but you can learn things from it, especially if, you know, especially if you're still closeted or you're not going out as much or whatever, at least tap into those, right? And so when I shut down and closed everything, all my accounts and everything,
Great
I was
show.
sort of in a cave. I slowly started watching Pose. Yeah, I haven't even finished it yet. I'm on season 2. And it's like, oh my God, there's so many relatable topics over here. You know, this is insane. It gets you thinking about it, right? Yeah, exactly. It is. And then, so I'm like, there's got to be more. So I went on this like massive witch hunt for like, give me the gayest fucking LGBTQ shows, movies, anything, you know, and I'm going to start watching them. And it's growing. I have a few, and a lot of it, you know, I just haven't gotten the time to watch it yet. But there's this one,
Sounds familiar.
Boy Meets Girl, that's on my list. I haven't seen it yet,
look
but I've
that up.
heard
Sounds very familiar.
good things about it. Yeah. 2014. Yeah. There's another one. Oh my God, I fell in love with this one. It made me cry. Gun Hill Road, 2011. You know, the dad is in prison. So he misses a big part of his boys growing up, right? And the boy is transgender. And the dad comes out of prison and only to come into this, it's a different, he's never seen his son this way. So it shows about the struggles with that,
Gun
right?
Hill Road.
It's a very sweet movie. I highly recommend it. Gun Hill Road, 2011. Yeah. And the other one recommended by a friend, M. Butterfly. It's an older movie, 1993. Also very good. It 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 dives into the whole cross-dressing. I think it's a period type film. It takes place later, and this guy visits this. I think it's a monastery. I haven't watched it in a long time, but one of the ladies there is actually a guy, right? But he dresses feminine and all this and presents, and I think he serves a purpose, right? But he presents himself this way, but the guy ends up falling in love with him, to the point where it torments him. So, that's a very cool movie to watch too. The other one is Port Authority, 2019. That one's good too. Basically, about a boy who's pretty much, he travels, I think, Brooklyn or New York or someplace in the East Coast, and he's pretty much homeless, but he finds friends in the community, right? And ends up falling in love with one of the trans girls in that community. So it's a very touching story. Great acting, awesome, and you can't help but dig, like, is this actor really trans? What the fuck? Is this fake? Are they, you have to dig, right? I was like, I can say for the main lead in Gun Hill Road and Port Authority, yes, they are legit trans and they're advocates in the community. So it gives it even more meaning when it's like, oh, this was like authentic. This is like really coming from a genuine place, right? Another one was Tangerine.
I've seen that one. Yeah.
The Danish Girl, 2015. Yeah, that one was so cool. That made me cry so much. And the other movie is called The Crying Game, starring a very young Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, so that one was really good too. And another one I have here, which I haven't seen yet, I have no idea what it's about. But if it's here, it's because I'm gonna watch it. Like, I've read good things about it. So it's The Garden Left Behind, 2020. Yeah.
Save those on my list.
Yeah. So it's a very, so yeah, I highly recommend for anybody, just if you can't go to therapy or meetings or anything, try to get what you can from maybe TV series that talk about it, right? Movies, such as I mentioned. I think that's a good place to start.
Definitely.
It's something, and something's better than nothing.
Yeah. Oh, those are the other. Those are the other movies.
I was looking into my other folder, but it's all porn. Sorry.
Those ones also help me figure out who I am, but in a different way.
Those are the other movies.
Have you seen a movie called Monica?
In a different way, yeah.
That's for another really good. It's yeah, Monica, Monica.
Oh, let me write that down.
It's about this trans woman,
Monica,
who goes back to her mom's place. Like, her mom's dying, but her mom doesn't know about, or doesn't recognize her, doesn't know that that's her daughter or son or whatever child. And
Oh,
it
yeah, right.
for me, it really touched me a lot, because one of my biggest fears, at least maybe not so much anymore, but it used to be like my mom or dad not recognizing me. So like that really played on that for me.
Oh,
There was also, this one came out I think last year. I
yeah,
watched this a couple times and like
yeah.
it ruined me. It's called I Saw the TV Glow.
Rip you apart. Yeah. Oh, you mentioned this to
Oh,
me. So I actually have that on my, I don't know why it's not enough. I think it got mixed with my
it's
porn
really
folder.
good.
Um, I saw the
It's
TV glow. Yep.
it's like gender dysphoria. It's like, oh my gosh, it's the whole movie is like the character knows. They know
Yeah.
the whole
Oh my God.
fucking
I gotta see
time.
that.
They know. And at every chance that they get to like
They know.
be themselves, and it's not like like expressly trans. It's kind of like trans adjacent or an allegory or something, you know. But like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it irks me. It's so
Right.
good. It's so good. Like,
That's beautiful. You shared me a scene from that, and I was like in a trance when I saw that scene. It was like,
yeah, I
oh my
just
God, this is powerful.
every
Whatever
part in
scene
that
this
movie,
is,
whenever the
this
character
is
had a
fucking
chance to
gold.
like
I gotta watch this.
come out or
Yeah,
change
I'm
or
definitely putting it on
whatever, you
this.
know, they don't, and they go back into hiding, and oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm getting chills thinking about it right now.
Wow.
Yeah, please watch it.
No, I gotta see this like really soon.
And please,
It's been on
CrossYAAS
my mind.
listeners, please watch that.
Yeah.
That's your new homework on top of
Yeah.
journaling.
So everybody,
Mm-hmm.
watch that. On top of journaling, all the other movies we listed and TV series. Get what you can, you know. Um, don't fight it, just embrace it, and
Mm-hmm.
just be. Yeah, just be, and you'll be in a happier place for sure. I'm
A
definitely in
little
a
bit of
happier
an
place. I
improvement
feel
is better
solid.
than no
It's not
improvement.
perfect, but it's definitely better compared to before.
And with
So
this stuff, a little bit really
yeah,
does go a long way.
big time, big time. Yeah, yeah,
Like I
exactly.
know I've been away
I
from the podcast
wholeheartedly
per
agree.
se, but
You couldn't have said
you
it
know, in
any
this
better.
last few years, I've had just so much growth and so much, I don't know, just like eye opening compared to like old self. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but it's just I wish I could help more people open up and be themselves. And I know I'm harsh about
And
it
you are,
sometimes, but it's because
you know,
I know that
what
you need that
you,
harshness sometimes. You get so much of the harshness like pushing you down and pushing you back and hiding. How many
yeah,
people
oh
are
yeah,
like
big
really trying
time.
to fight for you to be yourself and like passionate about it?
Hmm. Yep, yeah, big time. And that's just you being genuine about it. You're being real. You're being gritty about it, you know? And sometimes that's what it takes. Not every sort
No,
of,
it does.
sometimes a
I
soft
mean,
approach
yeah, you have to.
doesn't work
Sometimes
for
you have
certain
to be really
people.
direct with people, and it's not
So you
always
gotta
nice.
have, yeah, you have to be direct. It's not always nice. Now, for some, it might work, and for some, it might not. But at least we got to have all these versions come, in full force from all
Oh,
angles.
come
Like bend
on,
over, you're getting this dildo from every angle,
come on.
and you're gonna, yeah, you're gonna get fucked one way or the other. Yeah, right. So no, I think what you're doing is really special. Continue doing it. Be you, and that's what makes you unique. And you've been helping a lot of people. You've been helping me, through all the other episodes, through our talks, not just here on the podcast, but like
I hear you. You hear me? Uh-oh.
There we go.
I
I
see
mastered the art of recovering when it falls.
Perfect.
But not just through the podcast, but through even our phone calls that we've had. That meant so much. I remember that time I called you when I was completely shut down. I went on a hike. I was on top of the hill. I found this super old, rusty, like wooden, partially destroyed bench, and I sat there. It had all this writings on it. I just sat there. I was looking at the horizon, and I called you, and that was like just a special moment for me to spill whatever was on my mind at the time. And it got me through that day. It got me through that moment, So I appreciate you and what you're doing,
thank you.
what you're doing at the church, and any of the future interviews that you do. Whatever approach you take, even if it is tough love, I think people need to hear that. It's not always, what was I calling it? It's not always rainbows and unicorns, So
sometimes you have to get to the shit. You have to get to the shit to get to the rainbows and unicorns.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's diarrhea and shit.
And
and you
might. There's a high possibility that you're gonna piss some people off. But you know what?
Oh yeah.
The most important person to not piss off is your fucking self.
Exactly. Big time. And
you can't control other people's emotions.
No, you can't. And you know what? If there's one or two people that get something out of that energy, that chemistry, you did it. That's all that matters. Yeah. So special hugs to you and all the girls.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Just kidding.
And what's her name?
I'm not making fun.
No, you know what? You know what? Hold on. No, I've had enough of this. I'm gonna look her up. Fuck. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna look her up right now. Fuck. We're gonna repair this. We're gonna fix this right here and now. Come on.
I'm gonna go back and edit the podcast every time we're like, what's her name? We're gonna like dub the name. Right. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. It's too much work. Yeah, that I
she better than that erased her picture. I'm looking right now. There she is, Kasha. Fuck, Kasha. I love you. Yeah, Kasha.
Oh yeah, Kasha's great. I love Kasha.
Yeah. So that's a San Francisco.
Yeah, she comes down. Yeah, she comes down here sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been to the Boulevard with me. I'd love to hang out with y'all.
Yeah.
When can I come? When can I come up?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, I'm not mistaken.
Figure out.
In my mind, she's in San Francisco. That's what I
think she's. Remember. I think she's up there. I don't remember entirely.
We're gonna get our shit together, and we're gonna go to the Pink Pony Club, and we're gonna fucking rock it.
Let's get our shit together. I have vacation time. Yeah. I'm more than happy to drive up there.
Awesome.
And you have my phone number. You feel free to reach out and contact me, and anytime I'll do my best to respond.
I love it, and thank you so much for.
Or even just listen. I don't have to respond. I can just listen.
You just listen, yeah. Just listen to Sophie talk. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, Billy. And I look forward to many more adventures here on the CrossYAAS and off, and look forward to meeting more in the community.
I can't wait.
There's so many connections I want to make. Shoot, I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I just want to meet everybody in the Discord, and just everybody I want to meet. Angie, Tommy, Gabrielle, Joy, you, Gigi, Kasha, just everybody. I'm gonna list them all down. My God,
everyone that I've met in person, which has been quite a few, has been fantastic and lovely, and And yeah, I hope more of us can meet each other in person. It's
Yeah.
really truly fantastic.
Shout out to Lily, Billy, Jesse, Alexis. Oh my God, just everyone. Casey, Val. I know there's a name thing going on right there, but you know who you are. Just love and hugs to everyone and
I haven't
everyone I
met them
missed.
I haven't met them, Casey, for a very brief moment before I had to run away for work. I didn't even
Awesome,
talk
that's so
about that.
good.
I got harassed or catcalled or whatever as I was walking to my car at like 11 in the night, you
Yeah,
know? That was a whole thing. But anyway,
I love it.
thanks for coming on and you're welcome anytime.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much.
So
Love and hugs.
maybe we could do a movie watch party of that
Oh my God,
TV
that
Glow.
would
I
be
have it
so
on my
good.
because like we could just do it like on Discord or something.
Oh my God, that would be cool.
Easy. We could do a movie
Yeah,
night on Discord. That'd be cool.
I love it. I love it. Sounds like a
Cool.
plan.
All right. Well, we'll
All right,
figure some stuff out.
take care, girl. You look good, by the way.
Bye.
You're
Oh,
glowing. I like it.
likewise.
Like it. Whatever
Thank
it's
you.
taking
Thank
effect.
you.
I can see it. All right.
It's the
Bye.
hormones.
Yeah, I love it. That's why.
All right.
It's convincing
All
me
right.
to take it.
You do it.
Bye.
Do it.
Yeah,
Just try half
I'll do
one.
it.
All right. Bye.
I'll do it. Bye.
Hey, just a quick reminder, I'm not here to diagnose or treat anything. I'm just here to share my story, have others come on the podcast to share their story, to help you learn about the world of cross-dressing, sexuality, and gender a bit more.